First off, if you render services, if what you do, if your business is a service providing business, one of the underlying statements you're making is that you have learned the standards, you have learned how to do certain things, you have learned the proper way of doing it, and that you are not just stopping there. You have also learned to adapt those principles, those standards to match anybody's situation, condition, or requirement. And so, when you go further to say what you do is bespoke, an underlying statement you are also making there is that what you are doing is luxury, meaning your winning strategy cannot be price, because it will cost what it's going to cost. But one thing you cannot afford to compromise on is the value you deliver. And all of this will be evident in the way you package your products or your services. It will be evident in your mode of delivery. It will be evident in the way you carry your brand, you carry yourself, you talk about the business. And it will be evident in the procedures that you follow to execute that service that you're doing. So what it means is that as a bespoke service provider, you don't have standards. What you have is procedures. Meaning, if you're going to have any standard of any form, it's simply you saying that we don't do anything less than this quality. Something below, we don't do anything below this quality. Anything other than that, they are just procedures. That is, these are the basic steps you take to make sure you achieve whatever problem anybody is bringing. So, if a client, a customer is asking you, this is what they want, it's not going to be standard, but it's going to follow certain procedures. That is, you cannot say we only make 2-piece suit. If your client or customer is requiring a 3-piece suit, as a bespoke business that you are, then you have to find a way of achieving that. Of course, you can specialize, but it is not to say that by the reason of your standards, certain things are not achievable. Exactly, that's the point. Nothing is unachievable in your field of industry because you're an expert. What that means is if there's any part of the work that your client or customer has asked you to do and you don't have the skill, the expertise it takes to achieve it, then you give it to somebody you trust in that industry who can do that. But remember, when you say you are bespoke, one of the underlying statements you are making is that you are luxury and you have learned the standard way of executing things. Now you can adapt, adjust, and make sure these standards can be beaten to arrive at the specifications given to you by your customer or client. Hope that makes sense.